Let me ask you something right off the bat, my friend. How would you feel if one of the most beloved players in Kansas City Chiefs history publicly called out the current roster? Not an outsider, not a national talking head, but a guy who wore the red and gold, bled for this team, and made magic on Arrowhead turf. That's exactly what happened when Dante Hall, the human joystick himself, dropped some blunt and honestly brutal truth about the state of the Chiefs' offense. Now, if you've been following this team for more than a decade, you know Hall's name carries weight. This isn't just any ex-player talking for attention. Dante Hall is a former All-Pro, one of the most electric return men the NFL has ever seen, and a guy whose jersey is still proudly worn around Arrowhead on Sundays. So when he speaks, especially about his Chiefs, fans listen. In a recent appearance, Hall didn't hold back. He flat out said that the wide receiver group isn't good enough. Not just lacking depth, not just needing improvement, but in his words, trash. Yeah, that's the exact word he used, trash. And that stirred up a storm in Chiefs Kingdom. He went on to say that while the team still has Mahomes and Kelsey, the supporting cast, especially the wide receivers, isn't at a championship level. That's a tough pill to swallow, but it's not coming from a place of hate. It's coming from a place of love and high expectations. Hall knows what it takes to win. He knows the standards this team has set over the last 5 years. So here's the big question I want to throw your way. Do you agree with Dante Hall's criticism? Is he saying what a lot of us have been thinking, but didn't want to admit out loud? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I read them all. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. We're on a mission to reach 5,000 subscribers, and your support helps this channel grow like crazy. Plus, there's way more Chiefs content coming your way this week that you won't want to miss. Now, let's keep this conversation going, because if Hall's calling the WRs trash, we need to talk about who exactly he's talking about and what that means for the offense in 2025. All right, let's talk specifics, because Dante Hall didn't just randomly say something for shock value. His words are hitting hard because they're rooted in real concerns that have been building for a while. The wide receiver situation in Kansas City has been a growing issue since Tyreek Hill left, and 2023 only made it worse. Let's rewind a bit. Last season, the Chiefs' receiver room struggled with consistency, drops, and separation. Sky Moore was expected to take a big leap in his second year, but it didn't happen. Kadarius Toney? He flashed in the Super Bowl the year before, but he was more of a ghost than a game-changer in 2023. Rashee Rice ended up being the lone bright spot in that group. But now, heading into 2025, he's facing major legal trouble that could sideline him for part or even most of the season. So where does that leave us? Well, GM Brett Veach brought in Hollywood Brown in the offseason, a deep threat with some juice, no doubt. But even with Hollywood on board, fans are still asking if he's really a number one. There's also Xavier Worthy, the rookie out of Texas, who has blazing 4.2 speed and serious upside. But again, he's unproven at the NFL level, and you and I both know speed alone doesn't make a great NFL receiver. So you've got a WR room that's built more on hope than on production right now. And that's what Dante Hall was really getting at. There's no clear WR1. There's no guy Mahomes can look to on 3rd and 7 and know he's getting open. And when you're trying to defend a title and stay ahead in a loaded AFC, that's a major red flag. Let me ask you this. Which receiver do you trust the most heading into the 2025 season? Let's put it to a vote. Drop your answer in the comments. Is it Hollywood Brown? Is it Worthy? Or is it someone else entirely? And hey, if you're fired up about this WR debate like I am, smash that like button and help this video reach more fans. Also, remember to subscribe. We're climbing to 5,000 subscribers, and you're a huge part of making that happen. Next, we're going to talk about the guy who always finds a way to keep things together, no matter what chaos is happening around him, Patrick Mahomes. Here's the thing. When you've got Patrick Mahomes under center, there's always hope. Always. He's The kind of quarterback who can take a broken play, a busted route, or even an unreliable receiving core and still turn it into magic. We've seen him do it year after year. But now, heading into the 2025 season, even Mahomes might be facing a challenge that not even he can mask forever. Let's be real. Mahomes has carried this offense through more than a few storms. In 2023, it was clear the wideouts were underperforming. Drops, miscommunications, missed opportunities. Yet somehow, Mahomes still led the Chiefs back to another Super Bowl. He made it work with Kelsey, Rice, and sheer willpower. But how long can that formula last? There's only so much a quarterback, even the best quarterback in football, can do when the supporting cast is shaky. And this year, he's being asked to do it all again, but possibly without Rashee Rice for a large chunk of the season. That means new faces, rookie mistakes, and even more pressure on number 15 to play near-perfect football just to keep the offense humming. You can tell he feels it too. The leadership moments are piling up. He's organizing private workouts, spending extra time with rookies, and even mentoring guys who haven't proven themselves yet. It's not just talent with Mahomes, it's his obsession with making everyone around him better. But there's a limit to how far one man can carry a unit in the NFL. So let me ask you, is this shaping up to be the toughest season of Mahomes' career? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear what you're thinking. Does Mahomes have enough help to pull off another title run? And if you believe Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league, hit that like button right now. Let's show some love to number 15 and make this video reach every corner of Chiefs Kingdom. Now let's shift gears. Because if Mahomes is doing all this heavy lifting, you have to start asking, who built this offense? And who should be held accountable if it's not good enough? All right, now that we've talked about the wide receivers and the pressure on Mahomes, let's talk about the people who built this offense. GM Brett Veach and head coach Andy Reid. These two have been the architects behind the Chiefs dynasty. They drafted, signed, and developed the talent that helped bring 2 Super Bowl titles to Kansas City. But lately, even the most loyal fans are starting to question some of their decisions, especially when it comes to the wide receiver room. Veach has taken some heat for betting on players like Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney, both of whom have yet to live up to their draft status. Then there's the signing of Hollywood Brown, which has been a mixed bag. Good speed, but the question remains. Can he be the number 1 receiver this team desperately needs? Andy Reid's offensive system is legendary, and it's designed to get the best out of his players. But you can't run the same playbook with limited options. If the weapons aren't there, it doesn't matter how creative the coach is. Defenses will key in on Kelsey and the tight end heavy attack. So the big question, are Veach and Reid still the right guys to lead this team forward? Do you think they deserve the benefit of the doubt? Or is it time for the Chiefs front office to start making some tougher calls? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Do you trust Veach to fix this wide receiver situation, or do you think the Chiefs need to shake things up to keep competing at the highest level? And hey, if you're enjoying this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. We're pushing hard to hit 5,000 subscribers, and your support means everything to us. Coming up next, we're going to look ahead. Can the Chiefs actually silence the critics and turn this story around? Or is the criticism going to get louder as the season rolls on? So here we are at the big question. Can the Chiefs actually silence the critics and prove that Dante Hall's harsh words were just fuel for their fire? History tells us that this team knows how to handle pressure, but the challenges they face heading into 2025 are very real. The good news? There's still plenty of talent waiting in the wings. Xavier Worthy could be a breakout star if he adjusts quickly to the NFL. Hollywood Brown has the speed and experience to stretch defenses and open things up. And don't forget Travis Kelce, who remains the best tight end in the league and a constant safety valve for Mahomes. If that trio can click, this offense could still pack a serious punch. But it's not just about talent. It's about adjustments. Coach Reid and the staff will have to tweak their play calling to maximize what this group can do. More quick passes, creative formations, and taking some pressure off the receivers with more involvement from the running backs and tight ends could make a big difference. There's also the mental game. After hearing a legend like Dante Hall call out the team, the players have to channel that criticism as motivation. Nobody in Chiefs Kingdom wants to see this franchise slip, and this team knows it. So here's what I want to know from you. What's your bold prediction for the Chiefs offense in 2025? Will they rise up and prove the doubters wrong, or will the WR troubles keep holding them back? Let me hear your takes down below. And before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. We're so close to 5,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there fast. Plus, you'll get all the latest Chiefs news right when it drops. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll keep breaking down every twist and turn this season brings for the Kansas City Chiefs.